Deniya, Kavisha Chamodi, Keshari Silvan in the bench, Ishadi Vatsala, Saimita Tsari, Sachika Bepala, Kavita Samiraja and Kavya Riyal. As we are just a few seconds away from the commencement of the first semi-final between Trackmasters versus Navy Sports Club. Yes, talking about the Trackmasters outfit, pretty much a team that's very strong when it comes to their experience. Players like Nihari Pereira, Epsiba, Washington Clay, Hamlin Mills, even Sanduni and Benny Kathalagal, a lot of experience. They played number of games in this Sri Lankan basketball system. Navy will have a big challenge when it comes to that experience. When it comes to that experience combined together, and as we are just few seconds away from the beginning of this semi-final. Number one, joining me in the combox will be Melantha De Cruz. Very good evening, Melantha.
Good evening, Janindu. Great to be here. A little under the weather, but based on what I've seen so far this tournament, I couldn't miss this one. Lots of great basketball action to be played today.
Yes, absolutely. Honestly, a brilliant initiative by Sri Lanka Basketball Committee, because for the past 2 to 3 years, these kind of competitions were lacking for these boys and girls, and after all, the Sri Lankan Basketball Committee being able to initiate these kind of tournaments will bring a lot of composure and exposure for these players, and as everything's set for the semi-final number one, the three referees are in the court as well. That's the first whistle, rather the starting whistle of the semi-final number one, and it will be played in 4 quarters. 4 quarters with 10 minutes. Yes, the starting 5 for Trackmasters. Tina, Anjali, Epsiba, Benny Kathalagala, Kamlin Mills. They have a strong bench as well with lots of experience, and they have the Navy outfit in the court as well. As all sets for the jump ball, as Navy will win the jump ball, and here's Kavita Samaraj taking things in control for Navy. Early 3-point attempt for Navy, but goes away. A quick pass to Anjali, and straight away Anjali draws first blood for Trackmasters with a beautiful 3-pointer.
Yeah, Navy will have to close her down, Janindu. I don't think they can give her that much of space.
Yes, absolutely. That will be the first foul of the game. I believe it was Epsiba, Washington Clay. Navy draws the first foul of the game, as it will be a side ball. Kavya Riyal to Ishadi Vatsala. Ishadi Vatsala looking for options. Good defensive pressure by Trackmasters. And the ball, for a moment I thought it was stolen, but unfortunately gets into the touchline. Yes, Tarani once again looking for options. Yes, number 23 driving through, stops. Almost had it, but very well rebounded. And that's Saimi Tatsarni rebounded, recovered, and made sure that she made the shot. So 3 points to 2. Yes, Epsiba Washington Clay was very known for that fast play. Straight away with a good reply.
Yeah, Janindu, just not letting the defense settle. Just catching them off guard there.
Well, the ball has been stolen by Benika. Benika to Anjali. Fakes the pass and goes for the shot, but rims out. And Kava Real does very well. Well, that was very unfortunate for Ishadi Vatsala. Slightly touched that half-court line, and ball was awarded in favor of Trackmasters. Now Trackmasters once again inset for the end. Open space, lovely pass by Epsiba to Anjali, and but 3-point rims out, and once again Trackmasters this time makes no mistake is Tanya Pereira, the skipper for Trackmasters, as the score moves up to 8 points to 2. Early lead for Trackmasters.
Yeah, Janindu, Trackmasters seem to be a lot more organized on offense.
Once again, stolen, and Epsiba. Well, yes, Epsiba wouldn't want to miss that. She's very good when it comes to those fast breaks. We saw that in the Mercantile tournament as well. She was awarded the A-Division Player of the Tournament, and this time Vatsala once again trying to drive in, but Trackmasters once again steals it. Wrong pass, I would say, by Trackmasters. Ball has been stolen by Ishadi Vatsala for Navy. Here's Saimita Tsarni. Navy will have to settle down, especially when it comes to their set plays. Pretty much looking a bit disorganized, and once again stolen by Trackmasters. A long pass, but very well blocked to avoid it by Ishadi Vatsala.
And that's exactly what's needed of them getting back on defense, Janindu. They need to track back fast to ensure that they don't give up those quick fast break points.
Yes, absolutely, Lanza. And that will be the second foul for Trackmasters. This time it's Benika Talagala, one of the most experienced women players in the country. Navy opting for the 3-point, and once again very well rebounded, but this time stolen by Ishadi Vatsala, but pretty much unfortunate. As Nihari Pereira steps into the court, replaced for Kamlin Mills, and straight away as she stepped into the court, makes 2 points for Trackmasters, 12 points to 2.
And a great setup there by Talagala, Janindu. Drove in, drew the defense, and then found the open pass there.
Yes, definitely. Talagala, of course, like I mentioned a couple of times, lots of experience. Been in this sport for a very long time. It's a very good screen by Nihari Pereira. Yes, Talagala. Once again, Nihari Pereira. Beautiful work, but just couldn't execute the shot through the rim. Lovely pass to Anjali Abhigon. Anjali, a bounce pass to Nihari. Nihari with the defense. That's a brilliant shot, and with the foul, she'll get a free throw.
Yeah, she's had quite the impact since coming on, Janindu. Been a real nightmare for the defense.
Yes, 100%. Ever since she stepped into the court, straight away she was able to score 4 points, and once again Benika with the 3-pointer, but doesn't even find the corner of the ring. Yes, Navy with the counter attack. Slows things down. This is Adi Vatsala deciding to drive on a horn. And a lovely pass to number 11. Good defensive pressure from the track masters. Navy running out of options. Navy this time with the opportunity and will get 2 more points. But they've got a lot more to do. 10 points behind against track masters. Yes, Stanley, lovely ball work by Anjali, but unfortunate straight away into the Navy. But completely missed, and once again, track masters with the counter attack. It's Epsiba to Chalani. The ball rims out, but good recovery work by track masters. Lovely pass to Anjali by Epsiba. Once again, a no-look pass. Nihari Pereira putting on a brilliant effort to hold on to that ball, but it will be Navy's ball.
Once again, Johnny, the great off-the-ball movement by the track masters.
Yes, Adi Vatsala once again with the drive. Brilliant work, but just couldn't execute the shot well. And here's the fast break play by Epsiba Washington Clay. She will have to be marked when it comes to that fast break play, Menanta. If not, she's going to be very unstoppable.
Yeah, certainly. We've seen that play run quite a few times. Straight from the rebound, quick outlet pass, and they get the 2 points that they're looking for. Navy will certainly have to curtail that if they are to come back in this game, Janidu.
Yes, definitely. Yes, Epsiba. Lovely pass to Anjali. Anjali to Chalani. Chalani with the 3-point attempt, and that's through. Brilliant team play by track masters. And it's 19-4. Navy. Pretty sure not the way they would have wanted to start off this semi-final.
Yeah, certainly not, Janidu. They will have to work hard to come back in this one. They're already trailing by 15. Lots of work to do early on.
Yes, absolutely. Track masters have been able to steal plenty of balls from the Navy players. And once again, here's Chalani. This time, a fake step for the 3-pointer. Epsiba with the 3-pointer this time. Rims out. Nihari does very well to rebound. Lovely bounce pass, and Epsiba makes it. And track masters move up to 20s, 21-4. It's an absolute brilliant start by track masters. In a semi-final, in the first quarter itself, knockout games can always be a lot of pressure, but track masters have some other plans. Yes, Navy once again with the 3-pointer. Rebounded. A lovely attempt there, but goes astray. Yes, track masters once again. Nihari Pereira completely missed it, but they still have the ball with them. Benika to Chalani. Chalani once again to Benika. Free space for Epsiba. Brilliant game sense. Brilliant team play.
Yeah, great back cut once again. Just spotting it. And oh dear. What happened there? Just total lapse of communication and concentration, Janidu. Costing them an easy 2.
Well, yes, that's what pressure can do to you. It's 25-4 points. Navy under lots of pressure in this semi-final, number 1 of this Women's Basketball League 2026. They'll have to work on a lot as the Navy coach will get the timeout in favor of Navy. But looking at the scorecard, 25-4. 21 points behind Navy Sports Club, and they will have to do lots of work in terms of their offense and defense both. They've been struggling to find themselves settle in. Yes, of course, Navy comes with a lot of young blood, less experience, but yet they should be able to come back into this game. Yes, track masters, of course, They've been brilliant in that first round as well. They've been able to beat the Bulls as well, which is another strong team that comes with a lot of experience and national outfit players who we will be seeing in the second semi-final. But at the moment, Trackmasters on the top of this game, 25-4.
Yeah, Janindu, I think the main thing for Navy now is to stop the bleeding. They need to find a way to get a few stops on defense and then get a few baskets after that to get a bit of momentum.
Yes, definitely. They will have to settle in themselves, slow things down, make sure that their plan, that they execute their plan very well, because most of the time it was a lot of errors caused by Navy Sports Club, just losing away that ball, gifting it to Trackmasters. Lovely work here this time. Ishadi Vatsala, number 15, starts off well after that timeout. Well, this is what Navy will have to do, and they will have to make sure that they are going to be consistent, because they are behind lots of points, as Chalni once again with the 3-pointer. This time very well rebounded by Vatsala. Here's Tarni Kankanamge looking for options. Here's Saimita Tsarni, number 23, driving through. Misses the shot, but wouldn't mind that, as Kavita Samaraj draws the foul in favor of Navy Sports Club. But she will get the opportunity of 2 free throws, as she makes the first one with no mistake.
But that's what we want to see from Navy, Janindu. They've come out from the timeout with a positive mentality, looking to score. And they've gotten 4 points on the board already. So good intent shown by Navy from the timeout. Hopefully they can continue this and make this a tight game.
Yes, good comeback after the timeout. But there you go. The defense was not solid, but lucky for Navy, Chalini completely missed that layup, as once again it's stolen by Epsiba. Epsiba, always a player who's all around the park. Yes, Trackmasters once again with their plays, and this time it's Devni. Final 10 seconds for the end of the first quarter. Navy, can they get back into the break? Once again, foul drawn by the skipper for Navy. Once again, it's Epsiba. That's the first free throw. Goes astray. And that will add one more point for Navy Sports Club, 27-9. Last 5 seconds. And that will be the end of quarter number 1 in this semi-final number 1 of the Women's Basketball League 2026. Trackmasters having the upper hand, 27 points to 9, and of course Trackmasters will want to make sure that they continue this momentum, but Navy will have a lot of planning to be done in order for them to come back into this game.
Yeah, at the end of the first quarter, the Trackmasters, with a blowout of 27, and Navy have managed to get 9 points on the board. But Janindu, as you mentioned, lots of work for them to do if they are to come back. As we take a look at the highlights from the first quarter.
So all set for the jump ball, as quick pass
yes,
to Anjali.
Trackmasters did start off really well. Started off with a banger with a 3-point that was contributed by Anjali. And after that, plenty of steals by Trackmasters. Navy didn't find their momentum at all in that first 6 to 7 minutes. It was all track masters, but I loved how Navy came back into the game after that timeout. Some fast breaks by Epsiba, a player who's very capable of those fast breaks, and Nihari Pereira, the substitute, had a big impact for track masters.
Yeah, I think, sorry Johnny, I think towards the end of the first quarter, coming back from that timeout, Kavita, the Navy captain, she identified the mismatch and kept driving in and drawing those fouls. And I think that's more what they need to do if they are to come back in this game.
Yes, definitely. She's playing more of that physical game, which helps her to draw that foul in favor of her team. So it's a good initiative, or rather a good tactic coming into this game. And once again, a good start by Trackmasters into the second quarter, and a different five this time in the court. The coach from Trackmasters rotating his players pretty much really well, and this time, well, there you go. Those are the errors that Navy will have to cut down, because the more they give away such errors, Trackmasters will make sure that they will just extend this lead. And yes, once again, the Navy skipper doing the right thing, but just couldn't execute the shot really well. Yes, Chalni. Nice pass to number 30. Binuti to Melanie. Melanie with the shot and straight away through the net. Trackmasters moves up to 31 points to 9. There's Navy. Yes, Vatsala. Once again, struggling for options. A bounce pass to the skipper. Driving through. Once again, foul drawn by the skipper. Back-to-back, 3 fouls drawn. It's good work by the Navy captain. The first free throw goes astray as it rims out. And Navy Sports Club, 10 points now. 21 points behind. Lots of work to be done. Yes, Chalni calling for that play. Lovely work by Trackmasters. Brilliant team play. Lovely cut and pass, and 2 more points for Trackmasters.
Yeah, Navy just not following the role of the screen and giving up an easy layup. Once again, they keep going back to that play because they know Navy can't contain them, Janidu.
Yes, exactly. And here's the pressure from Trackmasters once again on Navy. Yes, the skipper once again opting to drive. And draws yet another foul. That's Sanduni who gave away that foul. Well, the Navy skipper is playing a huge role at the moment, but she will need the support from the rest of her team in order to come back into this game, because Trackmasters, lots of experience players in that team, and if they know that it's the skipper who's going to go for all those drives, pretty much sure they'll mark on their defense. And here's the replacement, Alina. Good start for her as well.
Yeah, Johnny, when you can see straight off the bench, Trackmasters have that bench depth, which I don't think Navy can match them with. And it's pretty evident as we see Navy end of the shot clock here, trying to get a shot off. Just off target as they turn over possession.
A long pass by Chalni to Alina Hayaz. does very well to hold on to it, and she goes straight away into the three-pointer, but rims out. Very well rebounded by Kavita Samaraj, the Navy's keeper. She's all around the court. There you go, once again with that drive, and does very well. And here's Ishadi Vatsala with the three-pointer. Nothing working out for Navy. And finally, this time, draws the foul. Saimi Tatsarni. She gets an opportunity to go ahead. 2 more free throws. One out of 2 for Saimi. And here's Chalani with a nice long pass. Well, this has to be stopped, Vedanta. This is some brilliant play by Trackmasters. Effortless.
Yeah, certainly, Jani. Once they get the rebound, they waste absolutely no time in getting the ball up the court. And Navy just hasn't found an answer.
Replacements for both teams. Kavya Real for Navy Sports Club, and Tanya Pereira, the skipper, is back for Trackmasters. Yes, Saimi once again with the drive, does really well, but just couldn't make that shot. That has been a concern for Navy. They do all the hard work, but the shots have been a lot more stray. Here's once again with the three-pointer. Once again, rims out of the ring. Here's Alina Hayaz to Tanya. Tanya to
Great move, just unable to get the finish on that occasion. As Navy draw another foul and managed to get to the line once again.
Well, the interesting fact so far about this game is Navy has not conceded any fouls, and on the other hand, Trackmasters have contributed a lot of fouls. They'll have to make sure that they come up with less with their fouls as well. Here's Binuti Jayasingh, lovely drive.
Yeah, great move there, Johnny. Through the contact, put her head down, straight to the basket.
Once again, Navy, Shadi Vatsala once again, Radha Sayumi. There you go, once again, that all-important shot. Not doing very well for Navy Sports Club, as the Trackmasters coach will opt to go for a timeout, and Trackmasters 39 and Navy Sports Club 14. So 5.5 minutes left 5.5 minutes left in this second quarter as the game will resume after that timeout taken by coach Shiva Shakti, the coach of Track Masters. Ball in favor of Navy, but good defensive work by Track Masters. Pressure everywhere for Navy. Once again, Vatsala, a nice pass to Sayumi Tatsari and makes that shot with the foul.
They need a lot more of that, Janindu, if they are to make a comeback. Great move inside.
Well, yes, Navy has been able to find scoring options, but they will have to be pretty much solid in their defense because Track Masters, we saw multiple times they've been able to score freely. The defense is not settled, and once again opting to go for that 3-pointer, but this time Kaverial does very well to recover the ball. That's the number 4. Kavya, 3-point attempt, but very well blocked by Melanie. Yet another young blood in this Track Masters outfit. Brilliant exposure for them, getting to play with all these experienced players. There's Navy once again trying hard to score. There's Alina Hayas, lovely pass to Melanie. Melanie to Tanya Pereira. 2 more points for Track Masters.
And it's a fast break once again, Janindu. Navy just hasn't been able to stop it.
Once again, blocked by Vinudi Jayasinghe. Here comes the skipper once again for Navy Sports Club. There goes Track Masters, Vinudi Jayasinghe driving all the way in. Pretty much an unsettled shot, but Navy wouldn't mind that. Here's Ishadi Vatsala. Lovely crossover, but good defense by Vinudi. Well, I'm not too sure whether it was a shot or a pass, but hasn't worked in favor of Navy. And here's Tanya Perez, the skipper. Loose work there. Melanie to Alina Hayaz. Lovely shot by Alina Hayaz.
A tough bucket, fading away after driving in. And a beautiful finish off the glass. I think Navy need to support the captain by at least having some dummy runs to get the defense away from her. Because now as soon as she gets the ball, Track Masters double team her. And it's very tough for her to get out of that spot and get a clear look at the basket, Janindu.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you, Melantha. And look at that for a substitute. Track Masters straight away, 5 players in, 5 golden players in the court. Yes, Benny Katalagala driving through. Maybe trying to fasten up the game in this last 2 to 3 minutes before heading into Lemons. Vatsala with the 3-point attempt, but doesn't find the ring as Anjali. Brilliant screen by Niyari Pereira. Lovely pass to Epsiba. Well, when these 5 play together, the passing and the cutting and the plays look amazingly beautiful. Yes, Vatsala.
Yeah, Jani, you could see that they are in sync and that they have trained a lot together.
Anjali with the 3-pointer. And it goes out of Kavya Rial's hands. And it will be a Trackmasters ball. Once again, that no-look pass, and Kamlin Mills does really well to add 2 more points to Trackmasters. A 30-point deficit. Yes, Samit Atsari. Lovely drive. And this time, was it off Nihari Pereira? Oh, Kamlin Mills. Two shots opportunity for Navy once again. Rims out the first one. Makes no mistake in the second one. Here's Trackmasters. Once again, Epsiba, Washington Clay. Well, she had done everything very well. Just very unfortunate there. And once again, good pressure by Trackmasters. Stolen the ball. Yes, Nihari Pereira to Kamlin Mills. Kamlin to Epsiba. Epsiba, lovely crossover to Anjali. Anjali with the 3-pointer. Rims out. And it will be Navy's ball. Big pressure on Ishadi Vatsala. Lovely drive. But the shot once again does not work out well for Navy. And here's a freebie for Nihari Pereira. And she makes no mistake. 49 points to 18. Just one shot of that 50. Once again, a cardinal error by Navy. Just 53 seconds left on the clock. Yes, Nihari to Anjali. Once again, the no-look pass from Anjali. Kamlin Mills. But very well recovered, but they are yet to score. Settles things down, sends it to Epsiba. Epsiba with the drive and lovely layup. That will bring the 50 up for Trackmasters just in 2 quarters. 51 to 18.
Yeah, Trackmasters playing at a very high pace and Navy are just unable to keep up. Nice move there to pull 2 points back as the clock winds down for the second quarter. Just rims out. And that's half time.
Yes, that's the half-time whistle for you. Trackmasters having the upper hand. 31 points lead, 51 to 20. And both these teams will head into lemons, and that's the half-time confirmation for you. 51 to 20 in favor of Trackmasters, and both these teams will head into lemons. We'll plan what else to be done, and we will bring you the second half action. Do stay tuned with us, the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Epic rivalries reignited. The big match season is here. Iconic showdowns from Colombo to Kandy, from Mathura to Jaffna. Battle of the Blues, Maroons, Saints, Brothers, and so much more. Witness history as the future stars clash for glory. Big Match Season 2026. Live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Epic rivalries reignited. The big match season is here. Iconic showdowns from Colombo to Kandy, from Mathura to Jaffna. Battle of the Blues, Maroons, Saints, Brothers, and so much more. Witness history as the future stars clash for glory. Big Match Season 2026. Live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Epic rivalries reignited. The big match season is here. Iconic showdowns from Colombo to Kandy, from Mathura to Jaffna. Battle of the Blues, Maroons, Saints, Brothers, and so much more. Witness history as the future stars clash for glory. Big Match Season 2026. Live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Epic rivalries reignited. The big match season is here. Iconic showdowns from Colombo to Kandy, from Mathura to Jaffna. Battle of the Blues, Maroons, Saints, Brothers, and so much more. Witness history as the future stars clash for glory. Big Match Season 2026. Live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
So welcome back to Royal College Sports Complex Indoor Basketball Arena. The Women's Basketball League 2026 semi-final number 1. As we have a look at the highlights of that first half between Trackmasters and Navy Sports Club. Trackmasters did start off well in the first quarter, and they made sure that they held on to that momentum. They had plenty of changes in the outfit as well, but the youngsters were able to do the job as well. Meanwhile, Navy did slightly come back into the game slowly, inch by inch. They are coming up, but they will have to make sure that they have to defend and stop most of the scoring options of Trackmasters if they are to come back into this game. Because nevertheless, they score. Trackmasters will keep scoring. And of course, a brilliant move by the coach as well, sending all his 5 assets in that last 2 minutes before heading into the game to make sure that they have a good big score in this scoreboard, and to make that scoring very fast. He made that decision. A simple layup by Nihari Pereira. This was Epsiba Washington Clay, the player that can make a lot of change in big games. Rightfully she did so in that Mercantile finals as well against David Pearis. Played for Ceylon Bank. As everything's set for the second half. Trackmasters 51, Navy 20. That's the whistle from the referee. And it's the second half of semi-final number 1. Trackmasters will attack from right to left, and Navy left to right. Navy will start off things for the second half. Not the best of passes, but yes, Saimitat Sarni running out of options. This is Navy as number 4 for the skipper with the attempt. Very well rebounded by Kamlin Mills. Here's Anjali.
Good work on that occasion by Navy to get back on defense and stop that break.
Chalni. Rad Devni. Back-to-back 3-point attempts. Rims out. Sadi Watsala. Good screen from the skipper, but ball has been stolen. Epsiba right under the ring and a brilliant pass by Anjali. Epsiba to Mills, and Mills, of course, a simple shot for Mills. 2 more points for Trackmaster. Well, once again, not the best of passes by Navy. Anjali straight away with the 3. Shadi Vatsala looking to drive, stops. 3-point attempt. Straight into the board and rims out. Anjali, brilliant screen by Benika Talagala. Devni. Anjali, lovely bounce pass, but stolen, but fortunately comes into the hands of Trackmasters, and Epsiba Washington Clay. Another 3-pointer. Had plenty of time to aim and shoot. Yes, Tarni Kankanamge. Good pressure by Kamlin Mills. The skipper once again opting to drive. Good defensive work by Navy. Tani Kankanam slows things down. Here's Shadi Vatsala. Here's the number 11 for Navy. That's some good work by Keshari Silva. And right after that shot, coach Shiva Shakti Selvaraj of Trackmasters opts to go for that timeout.
Navy have shown signs of improvement coming out of the halftime break. But once again, there's a lot more for them to do if they are to claw their way back into this game. Quite a mountain ahead of them.
Yes, absolutely. They did not start well the first quarter, just letting it go away. And of course, Trackmasters did get the opportunity out of it. They took the best out of it. They scored plenty as they can, and they took the advantage of having a huge deficit. And Navy, yes, of course, they have slightly improved, but the deficit that they have given away is the problem right now for them, because 56-22, and lot to be chased. But Trackmasters, of course, they're playing simply, they're playing comfortably. They're just making sure that their plays, their game plan just goes smoothly. So Anjali, there you go, Devni straight away passing and cutting, but foot slightly off that touch line.
And Navy need to capitalize on such mistakes, Janindu, if they are to come back. That's exactly what the Trackmasters did in the first half. They made the most of all the unforced errors that Navy made. And that's why they are sitting pretty in this position at the moment.
Yes, once again, 3-point attempt failed, and Epsiba, of course, once again, very quick into that fast break, and this time once again stolen. Back-to-back 2-pointers by Epsiba Washington Clay.
And you could see the frustration, Janindu, on the face of the Navy players. Just not as well coordinated as the Trackmasters, and the Trackmasters taking full advantage of it.
Yes, Navy coach very disappointed at the moment. There you go, some fast play by Track Masters. Good defense by Navy. That's a lovely play by Track Masters, but very good turnover. Yes, Saimita Sarni blocked by Benny Katalagala. As Anjali. Once again, good pressure by Tarni. Yes, Benika with the 3-pointer. Rebounded by Track Masters. Once again, Navy does very well to get out of danger. This is Shadi Vatsala. SK Shari Silva draws a foul. Benny Katalagala. Keshari Silva makes the first one. One out of two for Silva. As Navy moves up to 23 points. Yes, Anjali, the controller for Track Masters. Not a good pass by Anjali. Shadi Vatsala being all around the court for Navy Sports Club. A lovely pass to skipper with the foul. Kavita Samaraj. She's been absolutely brilliant for Navy Sports Club.
Yeah, great work, Johnny. She had an open lane, but ensured that she drew the contact and then got the end one. Great play there by the veteran.
Once again, Nihari Pereira steps into the court. Substitutes Kamlin Mills. There's Epsipa driving through, sending it out. Anjali with the 3-pointer, and that's through.
Just beautiful to watch. Sticking to the fundamentals. Great draw and pass. She drew both defenders. Once again, on the break, Nihari Pereira, outlet pass. Back into her, and great basketball. Quick 1-2, the defenders left in confusion, and an easy basket in the end for Nihari Pereira.
40 points deficit. Once again, loose ball by Navy, but recovers well. Yes, Tarni with the 3-pointer, but rims out. Shadi Vatsala for the skipper. Skipper with the 3-pointer. Bounces into the hands of Kavita Samaraj, but Nihari does very well to hold on to that ball, and Vinod Jai Singh is back after the half-time, replaces Benny Katalagal. There's a lovely pass by Anjali to Nihari. Nihari with the jump shot. This is absolute brilliant play by Track Masters. The way they rotate that ball, and Epsiba with the 3-pointer this time. What an outstanding play, Epsiba Washington Clay. Continuing that momentum from the Mercantile League of 2025. She was awarded as the most valuable player in the A Division category.
great defensive pressure overall. Not letting them drive in easily and forcing the turnover. Just missing the opportunity for the end one there. But she will have 2 chances at the line. Makes the first one. Splitting the free throws on that occasion, as the lead is extended to 44.
Yes, 69-25. Will Trackmasters go all the way for that 100 points? Yes, maybe once again with the driver.
Stepping on the line. Unfortunate there.
Yes, Epsiba to Charni. Charni with the 3-pointer, but rims out. Pretty much unfortunate. Yes, Kaverial looking for options, struggling. Navy just throwing away the ball. Yes, Nihari Pereira has support, but will go on own. And Trackmasters moves up to the 70s. 71-25. Tarni Kankanamge to Kaverial. Kaverial with the 3-pointer. Once again, rims out. Well, Nihari wanted to go for that fast break, but ball just slipped out of her hands. But Trackmasters just really well to settle in. Yes, Nihari with the drive. Lovely spin. But just the shot didn't work pretty much well for Nihari Pereira. Again, Navy just throwing it away. There you go, Epsiba. Fast legs, but Tanya Pereira does it on her own. Once again stolen, but unfortunately it goes into the touchline, and this time Melnia comes into the court, replaces Epsiba Washington Clay. Navy just throwing those 3-pointers now. Yes, Nihari to Melni. Really well rebounded by Nihari. Good pass, but completely missed by Melni. But draws the foul.
Once again, Navy just unable to keep up with the pace that the Trackmasters are playing at. And they've had to foul to restrict them. She misses the first free throw.
Yes, Sayumi Tatsarni to Sachika Abepala. And that's the end of the third quarter. Trackmasters 73, Navy 25. Pretty much, Menantha, looks like Trackmasters will take this game home as in your screen, the third quarter confirmation, 73-25. Navy slightly did come back into the game, but once again momentum shift towards Trackmasters, as we have a bit of as we have a look at a bit of highlights of that third quarter. It was just all for Trackmasters. Just the fast plays, the planned plays, and the passing, the cutting, everything perfect for Trackmasters.
And they've been really good at turning defense into offense, Johnny. Straight off the rebound, they look for that outlet pass. And they have the runners, and Navy just hasn't been able to stop them.
Yes, definitely. Ever since the beginning of the game, Navy was not solid in their defense as well as the offense. But offense-wise, they've been able to come back into the game slightly. But defense, of course, all these 3 quarters, Trackmasters have been able to dominate that defense of Navy.
Yeah, and on the flip side, Navy hasn't looked to push on the fast break. And in addition to that, the Trackmasters have ensured that Navy doesn't get the opportunity to do so as well. They are very quick to track back on defense and limit any possibility of a fast break.
Yes, exactly. Pretty sure they're expecting for a dominant win here. As we head into the final quarter of this semi-final, number 1, Trackmasters 73, Navy 25. Like we mentioned, definitely it will be Trackmasters' game, but what's interesting to see is what will be the final score. Will Trackmasters go for that triple figures? Alina Hayas back in the court for the Masters. Passes it to Binuti Jayasinghe. Binuti Jayasinghe, unfortunately, touching that touch line. Isha Divatsala. Deciding to drive through. Sends it off to Saimi Tatsarni. Here's Kavita Samaraj. Once again with that driving layup, but doesn't... yes, pretty much a hard hit, but straight away referee says that's foul. It will be a side ball in favor of the Masters. Yes, Binuti Jayasinghe, lovely jump shot, just rims out. Well, a good pass and very well done by Kavita Samaraj. Yes, Sarnikan Karamge draws the foul against Binuti Jayasinghe.
And once again, Johnny, just looking at the squad depth that the Trackmasters have, I think going into the final, this is definitely something that the opponents will have to keep note of, because their second unit looks equally good as their first unit.
Yes, definitely. If I have not mistaken, Trackmasters heading into the semi-finals, they've been unbeaten, and here's Mills adds 2 more points. Lovely fast play from the Masters, and yes, coming back to the point, Masters have been unbeaten if I have not mistaken, and the Colombo Bulls most likely the other favourites from that semi-final number 2, but we will have to wait for some more time to get the result of that. Here's Hayas. Once again looking for options to Melni. Melni once again to Alina. Alina to Melni. Melni to Binuti. Binuti to Sanduni. Sanduni to Melni, but very well rebounded by Mills, but very well blocked by Navy. Yes, Saimi Tatsarni slowing things down for Navy. Skipper with the 3-point attempt and straight through the nets. (75-28) now. Binuti with the 3-point. She has a lovely jump shot. Just Sarnikan Kanamge isolated. Needs support.
Great steal on that occasion. Just reading the pass. But a good recovery by the Navy number 4.
A good pass by Mills. Too high as, but once again rims out. Yes, Salai Shadi. Three more points for Track Masters and rather Navy. 30 points, 31 points on the board rather.
A travel card on that occasion. Driving baseline, but just not getting her steps right. And turning the ball over, unfortunately. Janid, you could just see how coordinated the Trackmasters are on defense. The way they switch on the screens is just great to watch.
Yes, definitely. As Mills missed the first one, but makes no mistake, the second one. Yes, Manantha, coming back to your point, absolutely, as they've come into this game very well prepared. All the plays, all the defense, all the codes executed really well. Looking like a team that's very difficult to beat, especially in this Women's Basketball League 2026. This time, Saimi Tatsarni drawing that foul. Once again, two more replacements by the Masters. Coach rotating his players. Like you mentioned, it's that the depth in their bench. They have the opportunity of rotating those players whenever they want, because they've got overall 12 players, all at the same level, all playing with the same quality. So heading into big games will be a huge advantage for the Masters.
Yeah, certainly, Johnny. As a coach, you're spoiled for choice almost in these type of situations. Definitely a team that you'd love to coach.
Well, the no-look pass by Sanduni, and Kamlin Mills does very well, and brilliant passing once again, and 3-on-1 situation, and does really well. Are the Masters 79-31 now. 5.5 minutes. Yes, Saimi Tatsarni with the drive, loses the ball, but fortunate enough that it straightly went into Kesha Ari Silva's hands, and that's 2 more points for that Navy's score. Devuni with the 3-point attempt, but no one to rebound that for the Masters. Yasisha Divatsala once again isolated, but support arrives on time. Rims out straight into Kamlin Mills. Devuni to Binudi. Very well executed that block. And that's the shot clock. And Charni misses the 3, and this time, if I have not mistaken, it's Deudini Pereira. And Track Masters now moving up to the 80s. Yasisha Divatsala. Lovely spin. Yes, Tarni to Kavita Samaraj. Devudini once again with the 3-point attempt. Rebounded very well by Charni to Binuti. Binuti with the 3-point attempt this time. once again missed. Well, the Masters just freely trying those 3-point attempts.
And Johnny, regardless of the lead that they've had since the first quarter itself, up until now, the Trackmasters haven't taken their foot off the gas when it comes to the defense. They haven't allowed any easy baskets, and Navy has struggled continuously throughout the game.
Yes, definitely. It's a quality team, a team that comes with a lot of experience, lots of national outfits, and of course they play for pride, and they want to make sure that they have a dominant win, which is why they're executing very well when it comes to their offense and defense, and they've been able to have the deficit for 50 points so far. And what's interesting is to see will they go all the way for that triple figures, just 16 points short of that. And this game, they've been able to dominate Navy, and they'll head into the finals with lots of confidence, which is most probably they might meet the Colombo Bulls or David Speary's Sports Club. Yet another two teams that comes with lots of experience, and of course those two teams consist national outfits as well. So of course semi-final number 2 is going to be yet another interesting game in this Women's Basketball League 2026. As 3 more minutes remaining in this first semi-final. Of course, no doubt about that, Trackmasters will definitely take the victory home. As you can see in your screen, 84-33, 50-point deficit. What a percentage of play it has been so far from the Masters.
Yeah, Johnny, an absolute masterclass from the Trackmasters. Just a brilliant display of basketball overall. From the offense to the defense, their fast breaks, their set plays, just brilliant to watch.
Well, what's interesting for me is that Trackmasters having a 50 points lead, and still coach Shivashakti Selvaraj planning and advising the team, this is what you are going to do for the next 3 minutes, with his whiteboard in his hand. And this is a positive approach from a coach, which is very interesting to see.
Yeah, I think this is just a bit of insight into what goes on behind the scenes, Johnny. You could see the level of dedication and the attention to detail that the coach has. Like you said, they have a lead of 51, but still he's got his players gathered around the clipboard and just orchestrating these final 3 minutes of the game. It's great to see.
As we head into the final 3 minutes of the semi-final number 1, Nihari Pereira and Anjali Ekanayaka rather, is back on the court with 3 youngsters. Interesting combination from the Masters. Here's Navy. Sayamita Sarini draws the foul, and it's Chalini Pereira, number 15 in your screen. It'll be a side ball for Navy. Kaverial with the ball. Lovely pass to Kavita Samaraj, and she makes that shot with the foul. Seems to be pretty much uncomfortable for her. Probably might have hit her eyes, or rather the nose. Yes, She gets the opportunity of getting one more point, or rather adding one more point for Navy. As the ball rims out, Chalini Pereira does very well to hold on to possession. Yes, Chalini Pereira to Anjali Ekanayak. Anjali Ekanayak straight away with the 3-pointer. Does very well to save the ball, but instead gets into contact with Navy's coach. Rather, nevertheless, how the game goes, good sportsmanship after all. Smiles everywhere.
And that's what you like to see, Janindu. A competitive game, but at the end of the day, both teams showing great sportsmanship, playing with a smile on their face. That's what it's about.
Well, that was a nice shot by Kavita Samaraj, the Navy skipper. Trying really big for her team. Nihari rolls the ball down to Devduni. She scores yet another 3-pointer for the Masters, and Masters now 87. The deficit exactly 50 points. Yes, Rial with the 3-pointer. Nihari rebounds in. Nihari, will she go all the way? Well, the block did look a bit aggressive, but straight away foul given by the referee. And Nihari will have the opportunity of adding 2 more points, but the first one goes astray. Well, straight out of the board. Nothing out of 2 for Nihari Pereira.
Navy just making 2 subs as we enter the final 2 minutes of this game.
Yes, Kavita Samaraj recovers the ball really well for Navy, but yes, Navy still having possession. Good communication by Real. But Devduni into Chalini Pereira to Devduni to Nihari to Chalini. Well, the pace from the Masters have slowed down a bit compared to the rest of the quarters. Played with immense pace. Seems to be that it has been slowed a bit, but very well stolen by Binuti. Binuti to Nihari. Just Nihari with the opportunity. Simple layup for Pereira. 89-37.
Long shot taken on that occasion as we go into the final minute. Great no-look pass. Just finding the backdoor cutter, Nihari Pereira on the end of a beautiful pass, which led to an easy finish. Great work and awareness once again by the track masters.
Yes, brilliant game awareness. Knew where her teammate was exactly, and Navy adds 2 more points, and the skipper of Masters, Tanya Pereira, comes back into the court in the last 30 seconds. 91-39. Yes, Anjali with the 3-pointer, and that's through. Straight through the nets once again for Masters and for Ekanayak. Yes, Real looking for options. Skipper comes right on time. Real with the 3-pointer. Rims out. Jasekanayaka. A no-look pass once again. Devduri with the 3-pointer. Almost had it, and that's the final whistle of the semi-final number 1 of this Women's Basketball League 2026. And Trackmasters will book their spot in the finals, beating Navy Sports Club 94-39, and a huge congratulations for the Masters, and of course a dominant win, and definitely will head into the final with lots of confidence and lots of learnings from this game.
Yeah, very well played by the Trackmasters. Just a better team on the day. Played very well, well organized, high quality basketball, and their scoreline shows it. They definitely deserve their place in the final. And if they do keep this up, either the Colombo Bulls or DFCC will have their work cut out for them. And it will be quite a final.
The Masters looking happy, smiles all around. And they'll be all set for the final. And that's the full-time confirmation for you. Semi-final number 1, Masters taking it home 94-39 against Navy Sports Club, as the Trackmasters, like I mentioned before, booking their spot in their finals of this Women's Basketball League 2026. Most likely they'll meet Colombo Bulls or the David Peters Sports Club. Yet to find that out, as the semi-final number 2 will progress in a few minutes. And as we look at the highlights of that last quarter by Navy and the Trackmasters, of course, it was yet another quarter that was dominated by Trackmasters. Navy did have scoring opportunities. They created some scoring opportunities, especially Kavita Samaraj, the skipper of Navy Sports Club. But overall, outstanding performance by Trackmasters. A dominant performance, 94-39. And absolutely brilliant from the Masters, and looking very, very threatful for the finals are the Masters. So do stay tuned with us as we will bring you the action of semi-final number 2 and the Papare, Sri Lanka's number 1 sports channel.
stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll off.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination.